Most people wake up today in a cage they cannot see. It isn't made of iron bars. It's made of direct deposits. It is the salary trap. You know the feeling. It's the comfort of a steady paycheck that slowly turns into a dependency. It's the golden handcuffs. You're earning enough to live, but you're trading the only non-renewable resource you have, your time, for a fixed amount of paper that loses value every single year to inflation. Today, we aren't just talking about quitting your job. Now, we're talking about a psychological and financial jailbreak. We're going to look at how this trap was designed, why it's so hard to leave, and the exact steps you need to take to secure your century and reclaim your freedom. At its core, the salary trap is a lopsided trade. You trade 40 to 60 hours of your best energy every week for a ceiling. No matter how hard you work, your income is capped by your employer's budget. There are 3 layers to this trap that keep people stuck for decades. First is the inflation gap. Your small annual raise simply cannot keep up with the rising cost of living. You are technically getting poorer while working harder. Second is the lifestyle creep. As your salary grows, your expenses grow to meet it. The nicer car and the bigger mortgage ensure you cannot afford to quit. And third is the skill stagnation. In a salary role, you often become a specialist in a company-specific process. If that company disappears, your market value might be a lot lower than you think. To escape, you must understand that you didn't fall into this trap by accident. You were trained for it. The modern salary model is a relic of the Industrial Revolution. Before the 1800s, most people were entrepreneurs, farmers, blacksmiths, or merchants. But the factories needed reliable, compliant workers who would show up at the same time every day. Our education system was redesigned to produce employees. We were taught to follow instructions, wait for the bell, and seek security above all else. The 9-to-5 was a social contract. Give us your loyalty, and we will give you a pension. But that contract is dead. Pensions are gone. Loyalty is one way. The security we were promised has become the very thing holding us back. Escaping isn't just about money. It's about unlearning. The biggest hurdle is the fear of the unknown. We've been conditioned to believe that a salary is safe and entrepreneurship is risky. But let's look at the math. In a job, you have one customer, your boss. If they fire you, your income goes to zero instantly. That is high risk. An entrepreneur has hundreds or thousands of customers. If one leaves, the business survives. That is true security. To escape the trap, you must stop thinking like an employee who costs money and start thinking like an asset that generates value. Here is your blueprint to secure the century. It is a 3-step jailbreak. The first step is to create the gap. You cannot escape if you are living paycheck to paycheck. You must aggressively widen the gap between what you earn and what you spend. This isn't about skipping coffee. It's about downsizing your ego expenses to buy back your time. The second step is to build the bridge. Never jump without a parachute. While you are still employed, you must build side assets. Not just side hustles like driving for a rideshare app. That's just another version of the salary trap. You need assets. A digital product, a scalable channel, a rental property, or a service-based business that can run without you being there every second. The final step, the big one, is the multiplier. Once your side asset covers about 50% of your living expenses, it's time to move. Why 50%? Because once you reclaim those 40 hours you were giving to your boss, you can apply that total energy to your own asset. This usually results in massive growth in revenue almost immediately because your focus is no longer split. The salary trap is comfortable, but the view never changes. You were meant for more than a cubicle and a 3% raise. You were meant to build a legacy that lasts. It won't be easy, and it won't happen overnight. But the first step is realizing that the door to the cage has been unlocked this whole time. You just have to be brave enough to walk through it. If you're ready to stop trading your life for a paycheck and start building something that outlasts you, you're in the right place. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Join a community of people who are choosing freedom over security. Hit the bell icon so you don't miss our next blueprint. And if this message hit home today, leave a comment below. I want to know, what does your bridge look like? Let's stop surviving and start securing the century. I'll see you in the next one.